He wasn't always like this. He was supportive, appreciative, and made me feel so loved and beautiful. And I told him I miss this stuff. He said he regrets putting me on the fucking pedestal the way he used to. I asked if he meant those things or if he just said them to be nice. He said he meant them, but I shouldn't need to hear them.
What is the reason this guy fall for this type of information? When it's about values, I don't think that is a gender. When it's about values, there is not the women values or the men values. No, it's the human values.
Hello everyone!
Hola, hola!
Welcome!
Bienvenidos!
David here.
Celeste.
Okay, Manosphere, mi amor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was quite new for me though. I didn't know what
so
was
we have
on.
a guy today, or a Reddit post, obviously. And this guy got into this Manosphere content. And he went from a loving boyfriend to someone who sees himself as a superior in his relationship. So the girlfriend is the one who wrote this post, saying, "My boyfriend is a great guy, but consuming Manosphere content has caused some changes that I'm worried about. He seems happier and more confident, but I'm feeling unappreciated and I'm questioning the relationship. I love and respect my boyfriend so much. He's incredibly smart, funny, generous, insightful, and crazy talented. And he amazes me with how multifaceted, I'm always stumbling on this word, how multifaceted, sorry.
Something like that.
Yeah, and brilliant he is. I tell him I feel this way, and I meant it. I used to think he felt that way about me too, but since getting more involved in this Manosphere content, he's starting to treat me like I'm inferior to him." I think, stop there for a moment. And personal qualities versus partnership qualities. Those are different things, right?
Yes,
I mean, there's a lot of brilliant
they are a
people.
little linked.
It is the whole person you are liking, of course. But I think there is a lot of brilliant minds out there. There are a lot of talented people out there. But how is that going to define if you're a good partner or not?
Oh, that's a really good one, honey.
Because,
yes.
I mean,
there is
how
a
is
very talented people out there, but their love life is not very successful.
No,
let's say.
I'm not going to mention any names, but one of the richest, the richest person in the world, he has very unsuccessful relationships. His kids hates him, etc., etc., etc.
Or at least that is what media says.
Yeah.
No? At the end, we don't know what happens inside doors.
So I would ask myself this question: what is it I really love with my partner? And get deeper into that.
Yes.
Well, before I continue, you have something to say?
No, I really agree with that. I mean, you have a really good point there, baby. The personal qualities versus the qualities in their relationship.
Yeah, because those qualities that she's mentioning here, smart, funny, generous, insightful, talented, brilliant, that doesn't describe anything of how he treats you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he might be funny. Yeah.
Yes.
But you're going to base the relationship on just a guy being funny?
Yeah, I get it. No, I was reflecting, like, I love your discipline. But that is a personal quality of yours. But then in the relationship, I love your commitment, the loyalty.
Yeah.
I was reflecting about it. Yeah, you have a really good point there.
Yeah, we're not saying that these smart, funny, generous, insightful, disciplined, they're great qualities.
Okay, so it is not separate qualities.
No.
They.
Yes, but.
No, mi amor, because somehow you as a person it might impact also in the relationship. I don't think they're like very opposite. I don't think so. Somehow they need to be connected. You as a person to have a good relationship and like I think they're connected.
Okay, sure. I have something to say, but I can take that in the end. Vale?
Vale.
All right. Let's continue. She says, "To be fair, our relationship has always been somewhat traditional. We both work, but I do all the cooking and cleaning at both of our places." Well, yeah, they seem to not live together. But
yeah, they don't live together. Excuse me, I wouldn't clean up your place. No.
But they might work for their dynamic until he started to consume Manosphere content. Anyway, I'm his sounding board for all his creative work. His job stresses him enough, so I try to keep disagreements between us to a minimum. So after getting into this man rights activist / Manosphere content online, he started saying that I should do these things for him because I'm the woman. I never felt like I had to do anything because of my gender. And he never said that before the Manosphere stuff either. You know, I enjoy housework, cooking, and supporting him, but I hate when he treats it like an obligation or a demand. He's getting very critical of me and more demanding. Instead of, can you fix me a drink? He says, make me a drink, now.
Okay.
He doesn't say thank you, please, or give any positive feedback about my looks, cooking, professional, or academic accomplishments anymore. Okay, traditional or not, you should treat your partner with respect, no?
You know, I mean, for me, that would be a huge no, and I wouldn't allow this to go further, because personally, I have very clear my standards, and for me, this is unacceptable. Yeah. I don't think it's about that you need the appreciation, or you are a needy person if you ask for that appreciation. Somehow, we all need, as a humans, we need the appreciation.
Yeah.
And not only in here, the appreciation in your work, the appreciation in your family, in all aspects. It's a need. This warmth, we need it. So it's not that we are weak.
No.
That it is needed. Why not providing that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and appreciating what you're doing.
Claro.
Whatever role you have in the house or in the relationship, because there are roles.
Yeah.
No, it is the financial. It is work, household.
Yes, exactly.
All that, those things, is important for a peaceful relationship. Now, whoever does those things, however they are divided, that doesn't matter. If it is an agreement, of course. But if I start to demand you, for example, your job is the dishes, or your responsibility is the dishes here in our apartment, in our relationship. But if I start to demand you that, taking it for granted.
Taking it for granted, yes.
That would be, and not saying thank you for doing it.
And I think those tiny things are the ones that start to crack little by little their relationship, when we start to take it for granted.
Yeah.
In the case of our dynamic, yes, I have certain responsibilities, you have certain responsibilities, like a company. So we decided, okay, you are in charge of that, you are in charge of that.
Yeah.
Based on skills.
And strengths.
Yes.
And also what we prefer.
Sí, mi amor, but, well...
Yeah, if you're better at something, you probably will choose to do that.
Yes. It's not that I love cleaning, but I'm better at it. So we delegate that aspect to me, and I'm perfectly fine with it. But of course, I'm going to start to resent if you take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, amigo, I know it's my responsibility, but at least a please or a thank you or appreciating a little bit, no? At least.
Yeah.
And the same with your responsibilities.
Yeah.
I really think that when we stop appreciating that work of our partner, even when it's their responsibility, there is where everything starts.
Falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny little cracks could start resentment, and it builds up over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. She says, he does seem more confident now, and he said his anxiety was improving since he started to watch this Manosphere stuff. I don't want to discourage these positive changes, so I didn't argue with him about the negative ones. I would really questioning here. What is it confidence or a costume?
No, I don't think this is confidence. If you feel confident by diminishing someone, no. It's simply a mask for that lack of self-worth.
100%. Yeah,
totally.
I can really relate to him also, because I've kind of experienced it myself in school. Yeah.
Were you mean to people, David?
Yeah, I was mean. So there was this guy in school I spent so many years with. And he always had this appearance. He was tough, he was loud, he was rough, and he was mean. And he never
very insecure.
Yeah, you could say. And he never hesitated, showing that he's stronger than most people. So whenever he could have an excuse, he was beating someone up. Not always, but most of the times. And I was one of those guys who always
Okay.
got in a fight. Not always, again, not always, but many times I was in a fight with him. That's the only guy I've been fighting my entire life because of his attitude, probably. But I could never shut up, and that hurt his ego. And I wasn't a fighter. I've never been a fighter, and I wasn't strong either, stronger than him. So he just beat me up quite easily. Always when this fight occur, then the school students, gather around, and you can see people from the classroom and looking out the window, and they're like, ah, like cheering like gladiators. And most of the times they celebrate the winner. No, they don't celebrate the one who lays on the ground crying. But for me, when that happened repeatedly, he kind of earned some kind of respect from people, but it wasn't respect in the end. It kind of like people feared him, basically. And I started to fear him. And I started, or I think I more started to fear the judgment of others, since I saw him getting this encouragement from people, and people wanted to hang around him and stuff. So I joined him based on that fear. And I walked around with him being like him in school, an asshole. Luckily, we had a teacher that observed the situation and called my parents and my best friend's parents as well, and we were in trouble. But during this short period of time we were spending time with him on the breaks, we knew we did something wrong all the time. But it was this, you want to be confident and you want to be that person. So we diminished others, just like this guy do, just like this Manosphere alpha content does. Like, it doesn't make you more of a man. It makes you very immature and it's just a sign of insecurity. But still, our fear, they take it as respect.
See.
And then they continue. So we just fuel that.
Yeah, people think that they can earn respect through violence, but at the end, that is
and
not
dominance.
respect. Exactly. Yeah, there you go, the word. That is not real respect.
No.
That is fear.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, people respect me. No, mi amigo.
Yeah.
They fear you.
Yeah. So I know how it feels, but it's not right at all. So when he talks about the Manosphere fixed my anxiety, no. It's a costume, it's a mask that he is carrying of being this alpha, thinking this fake confidence has helped his anxiety. So I'm not buying that.
See, no.
Let's continue. The tipping point was our anniversary. I've been writing songs about him since we met, but I never showed them to him. I gave him my notebook with all the lyrics handwritten out and footnotes explaining some of the specific moments of things about him that inspired the lyrics. He produces his own music and he's amazing. I love his work and we have spent hours discussing his process and ideas. I respect him so much and his opinion is hugely important to me. So he skimmed the notebook and said, "It was cute." And that was it. And I was absolutely devastated. He wasn't always like this. He was supportive, appreciative, and made me feel so loved and beautiful. And I told him I miss this stuff. He said he regrets putting me on the fucking pedestal, the way he used to. I asked if he meant those things or if he just said them to be nice. He said he meant them, but I shouldn't need to hear them.
Oiganlo.
He said that I was emasculating him by making him soft, and I should know that he loves me without him reminding me. I told him that he stopped saying thank you, and he said, "I don't need to be congratulated every time. You do what you're supposed to do." Dios míos. Dude, you don't have to be cold. What if she just stopped, man? What if she just stopped appreciating you? I mean, just think how that would feel. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. And this is just the problem of this freaking gender war that is happening. It's just tearing the freaking world apart. And we are blaming each other here and there and telling you should do that and you should do that. But we are not focusing on ourselves. But
Exactly.
like, how can you fix your anxiety, man? Instead of thinking that your anxiety will be fixed to be an asshole and wearing this alpha mask. Sorry for my language, but that is just how I think.
While you are a little pissed, honestly, I'm out of words. Usually I have a lot to say, but with this, I don't even know what to say. It's insane. Just, I mean, what she said, that she felt awful about the notebook. I think what happened there is the world she thought they built together, she knew in that moment, I'm not safe in here anymore. This is not.
Yeah.
So imagine you think you have something and suddenly it's not there. I think that's awful, that feeling.
Yeah.
But then in the case of this guy, since I I'm pissed also from his reaction, and but at the same time, I would like to go deep down there and what is the reason this guy fall for this type of information.
Yeah, we can discuss that in the end more.
Is it more?
Yeah, it is just one more paragraph here.
Vale.
So let's go for that one first. She says, I don't want to be needy or controlling, but I miss the way we used to be. He tells me that's just my ego because women get taught that men are supposed to constantly simp for them. I try to tell him how I feel, but he's just saying I'm being argumentative. Be feminine. Feels like his way of telling me to shut up. He's a great guy. I would question that. And I love him. I don't want to end this relationship unless there is really nothing that will make this better. I really need some advice and perspective here.
Okay. Of course, what we have in front is the guy is not a great guy right now, present moment. But then, all right, what are those morals? In your case, the story that you said from when you were in what? Primary school?
Yeah, I was really young, like 11, 12.
Okay, but somehow you knew what you were doing was wrong. So that means that your core values, somehow there was something. That's why you knew what you were doing was wrong. Some people, they don't have that. They don't have core values. So actually...
Yeah, they have core values, but they're different.
Sí, because if you have clear who you are, you don't need to try to convince people. When you go out and you say it out loud and you try to say it as loud as possible, excuse me, but you are not trying to convince people. You're trying to convince yourself.
Yeah.
So in this case, it is a mask of this confidence. These people, they are so empty in those values, and it's sad that they don't have those values. So they fall into this, and then they think that is the right thing to, because we all want to feel empowered.
Sí.
We all want it. It's a great feeling. But then they think this is the way. I believe the point where we are in this war gender is because we lost respect for humanity.
Yeah.
It's simply about respect. It's about, I respect you as a human being.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you are women or men.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how it could be possible, and I had digged into this a little bit about why there is such a crisis within men and boys nowadays. And yes, it's a lot about the self-worth. It is a lot about not knowing your purpose. But to find your purpose, I don't think this stuff is the right thing to do, of course. It's not the solution to heal this and to heal the parts of your life.
No.
Because I know a lot of these guys in the Manosphere, they are talking about motivation, they're speaking motivational speeches. And they say, in my opinion, some good things about, get up, you're capable, be a man, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that is a little bit extreme, but...
Yeah, yes.
But somehow it motivates these guys that might be in a low state to find someone to follow, which they're not enough men. Because a lot of people grow up with single mothers, for example, and there's no dad there. You are not spending time with a man, with a male role model, and then you find someone in the Manosphere.
Yeah.
And then you start to follow this guy because he's speaking to you in a way that triggers something about motivational and personal growth. And then you start to follow him. You think he's legit. But then, after that, he comes with all this diminishing woman, and you should be the man in the house, and the woman has nothing to say. And then, since he has tried to maybe already changed the mindset a little bit, they fall into that as well.
Yeah.
And falling for everything they say.
I think
So be critical there.
See, honey,
and know your values, as you said.
Yes, know your values, but that is the thing. Is like, well, let me organize the ideas. When it's about values, I don't think there is a gender. When it's about values, there is not the women values or the men values. No. It's the human values. So that applies for both. When we are talking about genders, okay, there is or should be a role model. But then here is something that I heard. I saw a reel the other day. A guy who said, as boys, we are not taught how to be a boy. We are taught how not to be a woman. And that is immensely different. Because me as a woman, I cannot teach a boy how to be a boy. I can teach him values, of course. But I cannot be a role model of masculinity, a healthy masculinity, or real masculinity, we want to call it.
But don't you think we all have masculinity and femininity?
See, both energies, exactly.
Yeah.
But me as a woman, I cannot tell my boy how is it feeling as a boy. I really have no idea what's going on in a man's body. Only a man knows it. So then here is also something else. Nowadays is more applied to kids, which is if you want your kid to listen actually to you, instead of calling out by the negative things, don't run, don't jump, don't eat, don't use the positive.
To encourage.
Exactly, to encourage. So we use the positive language, and then the brain, now there are some studies that it is proven that the brain definitely works different when we talk in positive. So now when I think about this manosphere, they are telling boys in positive, even though when the content sucks, but then they are telling them, men do this, men feel this, or I don't know if they talk about feelings, but somehow they provide them with that guidance, with that role model that, in this case, this gender needs.
Yeah.
That is this masculinity. And it is wrong, it's not how supposed to. Yeah, we know. But that's what they are doing. And that's why so many boys and men, they fall into this manosphere because they didn't have that role model. And sadly, the situation, there are so many single mothers.
Yeah.
And they do the best they can.
Or
the best.
they are two parents, but only one is present.
Yes, could be also. So then there is no role model. And then this other one is coming here and telling, I know I can give you this, and you're going to feel more confident. What do I have to do? You tell me. I want to feel confident. I'm going to do whatever you tell me because I want to feel empowered.
Yeah.
Of course, makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, he seems to be a lovely guy in the beginning, as she explained. But to drop that alpha mask for this man and speaking to the men, but this can also give hopefully some inspiration and understanding for women as well, to encourage that alpha mask to drop and understand that it's just about worth, self-worth. There's so many good things, the love, the freedom, the true confidence, when you get comfortable of being the person that you truly are behind that mask. And that's so easy to sit and say now, as we speculate, we all struggle with that. I do struggle with that a lot. But by the time we remove all these masks, I have this book, actually, and
Really
it
good.
describes that, and it's really, really, really good. We can put a link to this book in the description if someone is interested. But it is just how men can embrace vulnerability and be that true person that they are behind those masks, which is just a fake facade. And there's also some stuff here for women to encourage that, to tear these masks off.
Exactly. Yes, because that is something else. Sometimes men, they have, because women, sometimes we say, and here I'm going to be a little critical about women, and we complain because our partners, they don't open up, they don't say anything. But do we really provide them the space with no judgment to open up?
Yeah.
Once I told my friend, I think I made a reel about it, or I don't remember. But if I'm telling you, I see you down. You are down, you're low, coming from work, and then I ask you, baby, what is it? And then you tell me, no, that's nothing. If I start to ask you, is it the house? No. Okay, but then what is it the kids? No, it's okay. Oh, is it something with me? Did I do something? No, it's okay. Then it's the work. Must be the work. What happened at work? You see? So then, by me, I think I'm doing the best by providing you with some options. But then the thing is that actually the gender and our brains work different. So since you are not used to having that speed to detect what's going on with my feelings and emotions, then you will need time. And me pushing and telling you, is it the kids, is it the house, is it the work? Oh no, then I did something wrong. Must be. What is it? Yeah. I'm not giving you that space. But if instead of that, you know what? I'm just gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna say anything. If you want to listen something, all right, I can give you a word. Otherwise, I'm just listening. And we shut up and don't say anything, even though when inside is burning. But
yeah.
So sometimes we also push you guys to the very limit, and that's why the guy is like, "Fuck, I'm not saying anything," because yes, there is something different in our brains for sure that simply works.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot relate to that because you have come to me and asked me, and I said, yeah, it's fine. But Amor, what is it? I see something is wrong. Yeah, it's okay. But Amor, I'm willing to listen. I want to know what's going on. And I cannot relate to what you say because you have done exactly that to me. Pushed me to say, and every time you're doing it, you're not like, but Amor, let me know. No, you're not yelling at me. But you're giving me the space to be vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly.
And feel safe. But wait, now I don't get it. Like, you're saying that you should not do that then, or what?
No,
give the space and give the space without judgment. That's what you're saying, basically.
Yes, give the space without judgment, and then also, because I have done that same mistake. We know when our partner.
But for me, it's not a mistake when you're doing that. You can tell
pushing
me.
You.
Yes.
Oh, you like that?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
because some men, they don't like to be pushed, and then women also, we don't like to be pushed.
No, but
the personality
I
can
think
be
it's
like,
how you're saying it also, mi amor. Because if you're
okay.
getting desperate knowing it, or if you're doing it with compassion and empathy, then you're making it about me. You're wanting to help me genuinely, to share what I have in my chest. But if you are thinking about yourself, that you have done something wrong that makes you feel like that, then you're going to act desperately and selfish.
Yes, because I know that I have, like, but baby, and that's what I'm saying, like, we sometimes fall into that we push, but then read know your partner, if your partner does like that.
Yeah, we have different ways to cope with that stuff.
Or not, yes.
Yeah, what I think also is that some women say they want a vulnerable partner, but then
don't allow them to be vulnerable.
Yeah, but then when they are vulnerable, I mean, I'm not saying we should be vulnerable in the first date and share our childhood traumas and all that stuff. That will be very wrong. You should really build a lot of trust up to show that. But you can show other kind of vulnerabilities. But since society in general are not used to men being vulnerable, I mean, I heard someone look at James Bond. I have never watched the guy, but I have seen some clips and parts of the movie.
Well, you haven't seen James Bond?
No, I never liked it.
Oh, okay.
And I think I know why. I think I know why I have Aragon as a role model when I was a kid in Lord of the Rings than James Bond.
Okay.
No, but look at James Bond. Again, I haven't watched the movies, but I don't see him speak much. He's just there, nice cars, nice watch, looking perfect, fit, beating up the bad guys, getting laid all the time with hot girls, and he's never sharing anything. Is he a good role model for men to create successful relationships? Or should it be someone like Aragon who
hasn't showered in a very several
different
months.
ages? But should it be someone like him who is loyal, who is brave, who is lifting up others, who do not care about fame?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. And about the vulnerability also, as women, we made mistakes in this. When you ask your man, then how we heal that moment of vulnerability, it is with this thing we say with the total conviction that we are helping that person that is open up to us, but actually what we are doing is the total opposite. And it is, you come to me, you open up, and then I'm like, ay, amor, but why you are feeling sad for that? No, baby,
Yeah,
don't feel
exactly.
sad.
Yeah.
That is not a big deal. Everything is gonna be fine, baby. It's okay. You're fine. You can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. But it's okay. Don't feel bad because it's okay. I'm killing it completely.
Yes.
Because I am diminishing the feeling
Yeah.
you are having right now. You know exactly everything is gonna be fine. You know exactly it is not a big deal. You know exactly what to do, probably.
Yeah.
Yes. But there is a fact that you are freaking sad in that moment.
Yeah, and I didn't share it to hear that. I share it because
Yeah.
I want it out of my chest.
Yes.
And I wanted someone that can hold a space for me. And that is beautiful. That is what's missing, that emotional intelligence in the relationship, to be able to observe, to be able to receive and hold space. That I think is something we all need to work with.
Yeah, yes. We all.
Yeah, we
And
get
so,
running out
baby.
of time, mi amor.
Yes. Do we have a conclusion for this or not?
No, not really. Well, that I would think that would be the
But-
conclusion then.
Yeah, but the conclusion then, at least just a quick closing. Only two options. She puts on the table, at least for this case, she puts on the table, all right.
Yeah.
There's two options. Either you work on it on your own, together, however feels best for you,
Yeah.
or this is over. At
Yeah.
least that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because I cannot
Yeah,
stay with a person that doesn't want to
let
improve.
him know that you love that part of him who was not wearing those masks,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
and encourage that. And if this is going to move on, I'm sorry, but at least I know my worth, and I'm not gonna let anyone diminish me. So
Whee!
this is the case. I'm always getting blushed when you're doing that.
Why? Yeah, you got right, baby. Why?
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Because not too many people tells you often good things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lack of self-worth, maybe a little bit.
Could be.
Yeah, you say great things, honey.
Bueno.
Keep going.
All right. No. So. No, I lost it completely. We just started an email list where we are sending out some insights, reflection that we have, and it will be exclusive first access to this kind of content, and we will also share a surprise there for the people who would like to sign up for that list. It is a discount on online therapy, where we are a partner. We are partnered with them because we believe that sometimes we just need professional help, not help from our friends, not help from our partners. Professional help that can see you and see your problems and issues from a different perspective.
A neutral.
Yeah, neutral perspective, and really guide you. And that is the difference, guide you. Because somehow we have the answers within, but we can simply not bring them out. And friends and family and partners might just see you as take side on your feelings. That's why I like you. You are kind of, you're not allowing me to be the victim in the circumstances that I think I am a victim of. And I love that. But professional help, could be. So sign up on the email list if you're interested in all these benefits that we want to provide, and help each other grow. Remember, we're all on this journey together. Join the inner circle. We have a link in the description. And let's keep in touch. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with someone.
Comment also. We
Comment
want to read you. What do you think?
Yeah, we're
about
open
this
for
topic?
different perspectives about the topic we talked about today.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Hasta la próxima.
Take care.
Adiós.
Bye.